Take two. I'm finally getting to the video. Okay, so you want to start at your 3 o'clock, which is on my right side. Okay, I'm going to restart my little counter, and this one's going to be different. So I'm going to start over here, every other one. And this is a bonnet I made. Plus it doesn't have the rings on it. So it's going to be a little different for you, but you'll get it. Okay, so I got them halfway on. I'm going to put my trusty weight on the bottom of the bonnet. This is called a bonnet. And I'm going to take my waist yarn, which I got a little balls of waist yarn, so I don't have to use the big cone. Sometimes I throw it away, sometimes I don't. So I'm going to start at the little red mark, if you can see my 3 o'clock position, and I'm going to hold it. Let me hang one more on there. Okay. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to turn. You can stop it anywhere you want. And continue hanging. It's going to be a little tough because you got your weight on there. You can always take your weight off. It's up to you, what you feel comfortable with. I just do it with the weight. Remember every other one. Okay. I kind of missed some there, but that's okay. I'll swing it back over it. Missed a couple. I'll go around maybe 10 times, or in this case until my little ball gets almost. You make sure that you've not missed no stitches. And I won't have to adjust my tension for this because I use the same yarn every time. So you'll cut it about right here, which I've already got it pre-cut. I'm gonna reset my counter, which you can find counters. Then I'm gonna use my yarn. This one's not as finicky as yours, so of course you're gonna go through here, right? And then back through here. Nope, lose it. Stay. And I need to clean my machine, it's a little dirty. So you're gonna start at your 3 o'clock. So you're gonna overlap. So I've got my green yarn on this side, and then I've got my working yarn on the other side, if you can see. So it's right here on the other side. So they're kind of crossed over each other, right? So I'm gonna go around 3 times, and this is starting my hem, okay? Stop at the 3 o'clock position on my right. And then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do my tension. So you have, mine has a weight on it. The update, the 2024. But it doesn't matter if you have an old one or not. It does the same difference. All right, so I've done my 3. Now I've got my tension on, or you know what I mean. So now I'm going to finish my hem. So I've already went to 3, so I'm going to do 30 turns for my hem. And you can go as fast, as slow as you want, as long as you don't, knock up the needle. And yours will go fast too. So I'm at 30. I'll stop again at my 3 o'clock position, which is on my right, right here, across from my 9 o'clock. I think it's 9 o'clock, yeah. Okay, so I'll take my handy dandy weight off my, bonnet. And I'll pull out my yarn. So I keep my tension on the whole time. It makes the socks a little bit tighter, which you're with the 72 cylinder, you'll probably want to do that. And you should be adjusted good enough with this size yarn. So I'm going to pick up, because I made it looser, right? So that's what you want to do, is make them kind of the first three loose, and then put on your tension, or your heel weight is what it's called. So I'm going to hang it straight across, and I'm going to go around, put it on the needles, and you'll see like the contrast between the waste yarn and the regular yarn. So sorry I haven't gotten to do this sooner. Has it been a busy time and recovering from the trip. I really have no excuses really, but it's kind of been chaotic somewhat. So you just keep going around there, hanging all those stitches. Hopefully you can see. Never thought I'd be videoing this, but sorry about Hobie in the background. He knows I'm here and I haven't went to see him yet. So you can use any side of your tool that you want. And I just go around there kind of holding it, because I try to go fast when I get going. But take your time, don't be in no hurry. You'll get faster as you go. And I'll go until I can't go no more. And then I'll hang a few over here on these needles. Maybe. Just dropped. So I'd like 3 still up. Okay. Now you're still gonna have this still not done. That's okay. We're gonna put our weight back on our bonnet. A little loopy. Okay, we're gonna reset the counter, which is however way you want to keep up with it, which was me counting. And always starting at the 3 o'clock. And every time I passed that 3 o'clock, I would count it. So I'm just gonna make sure that that doesn't pop up over the needles. Okay, so we're good, right? I'm going to finish hanging those stitches. Okay, so I've got them all hung. Now we're gonna go, this is making the leg. And I do 30 for the hem, and then I'll do 50 for the leg. So I'll go 50 rounds. And I'll stop right there once I get to 50, right? So I haven't made it to here, but that's okay. I want to stop here, right when it's facing me. As you can tell, it's like facing me, not right before I get to the 3 o'clock. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to raise up where this, you know, where you see the red mark at my 3 o'clock. I'm going to go around there, raising all my needles. So I get to the other red mark, my 9 o'clock position. You'll hear a lot of that in your videos. So, and I go through there and make sure that all my latches are open. I still have to check. All right. Try to get you at a good view. So, this is my favorite, which would be easy to make too, right? So it's a little, I think it's 12 ounce weights maybe. I think this went to another set of something else, but I reused it. And then it's just a piece of wire, right? And this is what I call a V-fork, or what they call a V-fork. So I'll take it, and where you would put your heel forks, which I like these much better because it's easier to get them positioned. So you see I've got them in there. Now I'm going to go to the right and see it stop. I'm going to raise that first needle on this, on my side of the red mark, right? And then I'm going to go back and raise it on the left side. You always want to follow suit from the right to the left. I'm going to go back around, raise the second needle, raise the second needle on the left side, raise the third needle, raise the fourth needle, and so on, until I get to my markings. And if the markings ain't clear, then yeah. But every so often, you gotta move up your heel forks, which I gotta move up my V fork. Okay, this is the last one on this side to raise. So I'm gonna move up my V fork. Last one on this side. So, I'm going to go back. And now, I'm going to do 2 at the same time. And this makes it kind of rounder. So I'm going to go behind this one. Because this is the heel, so you're wrapping the heel. So if you can see a little bit closer, I've kind of wrapped it. And I'll do that on the other side. So exactly the same. And what it does is makes the heel kind of rounder, or the toe. You can do it. You cannot do it on this side. You don't have to do that. You can just keep doing one at a time, right? So you just put it behind it, push it down, put it behind it. And I have little markings right here, so it tells me where to stop. And yours does too. So behind, go to the other side. Behind. And you might have to keep adjusting your V forks. I mean, not V forks, but your forks. You'll see I'm holding it down every time. So once you get to your red line, so this will be your last one, right? So you're gonna go behind this one, the one that you don't push down. You're gonna push this one down, just in case. And I'm gonna go to the other side and repeat the same thing. So wrap the one that's in between the red, push it down, and make sure it's gonna grab it, because sometimes even on mine it doesn't. Okay, and now before I start going to my 3 o'clock, I've got to push these back down because we're done with the heel. I know I showed you something a little bit different, but so I go through there making sure, and I'll go this round slow. So I'll reset it. Let's say the person is, I don't know, my size. We'll do 68 for the length of the foot, which I think I'm going to run out of yarn, but I guess I'll back up. So it's going to be a Frankenstein sock. Okay. So when I go around on this round, I go very slow, and I make sure that everyone catches, because even though I pushed them down, there's always sometimes a little stinker. Okay, so now I'll go 68 rounds. Okay, so I ran out of yarn. And it's time, I'm kind of getting low down here, so I'm gonna have to put my trusty weight on. This is awesome if you can find it. I would share this one, but it's the only one I got. I always put, no, I'm doing it right. So I'll put that weight on. I'll still leave the V fork on there. That way I'm not touching the ground, because you don't want to be touching the ground with your weight, right? See how it's kind of hanging there? All right. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull this through, because this is just an example sock. And so I overlap them, right? And I need to put on my, which is a challenge when you're trying to add the heel spring. So they caught, so I can let go. And if you want to hide them, I do this. You don't want to do two at the same time, because it might look weird. Then I'll clip. And now we're back in the So I'm gonna stop in the back after I turn 8. I'm not at my 3 o'clock. I'm not at my 12 o'clock. I'm not at my 9 o'clock. I'm at my 6 o'clock. That's where you want to stop to do your heel and your toes. So I'm gonna start at my little red. I hope this helps. So I'm gonna raise all of those. You make tiny socks until, you know, practice just toes and all of that. So I stop at my other little, my 9 o'clock. Remember 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I even got 6 o'clock marked. Okay. So I'm going to take off my trusty Duncy heel fork. I'm going to try to get it even. Even enough. Okay, pull up my weight so it's over the heel that I made, because it should be enough. All right, so I'm gonna go until it clicks at my 3 o'clock or stops clicking. Raise that first needle. Do the opposite side. Second needle. Second needle. Third needle. Third needle on the left side. Sew on until I get to my lines. Put my heel fork. I mean V-hook. Mine's a V. And once you keep doing it, you'll be able to know when to catch it before it raises up. So I'm gonna do it a little different on the toe, but you're doing the same thing you've done. You can rewind for the heel, but well, I'll just show you the right way. Raise that one up, but I'm going to go ahead and put it behind it just to make it rounder. And it's putting 2 down on each side. So I'll put 2 down, wrap behind 1. And now I'm not wrapping, right, because it's the toe. So you don't have to wrap the toe, but you want the string underneath that latch, right? Just keep going around. Okay, so the way I did it, it makes where this one is your last one, right? This one's the last one on this side, but this one's still up. That's okay. There's a reason. It just leaves a gap there, so because you're going to sew it up anyway. You're going to do what is called a Kitchener stitch. So the last one over here, right before your 9 o'clock, this one's still up, remember? But because we put 2 down to make the toe round, it leaves you with this one here. That's okay. So we're gonna go take that one down and see there's like a little mini gap. That will go away. So we're gonna go put these down. So you're not gonna do anything with it. And this is watching numerous videos. There's even different ways to make the toe even more rounder. Okay, so at this point you've kind of completed the entire sock. So you're going to stop at your 3 o'clock. Don't go any further than your 3 o'clock. You're going to take your yarn and you're going to wrap it around the machine. And then you're going to cut it, because that gives you enough yarn tail to do the Kitchener stitch. Okay, so that's a completed sock from top to toe. So we'll pull out the old yarn. Or working yarn. Now grab me a little ball of waste yarn. Sometimes I get it tingled. Put it up through there. Run it through. Sometimes when they've been used over and over, they don't work. It's good. And I'll overlap them. Make sure you overlap your yarn. You're gonna make many mistakes. That's okay. It happens. So I'll use maybe about that much. And you'll see, kind of got them overlapping.